Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Rosie and in this video it's going to be part 2 of Puebla. So I broke this whole week up into 2 videos because otherwise it just would be too long. So there is part 1, you can go ahead and watch that already on my YouTube channel if you want to go ahead and see that one. Otherwise, welcome to part 2. It's going to start off with a chat about water because I thought it was just going to be the next day. So it's going to start off there, but thank you for watching and I hope you enjoy this vlog. Hi guys, so it's the very next day. So real talk, Mexico has issues with water. I don't know if it's all the time or just at the moment. We had the same issues in Oaxaca, but it was kind of like an hour or two that we wouldn't have water. Whereas here, we haven't had water since about yesterday lunchtime, I think before we left to go out for the day trip. So that means that flushing the toilet, luckily they gave us a bucket of water. So flushing the toilet, we're using a bucket of water. Washing our hands, we're using a bucket of water. Showers is not working at the moment and hasn't done since yesterday. So we do brush our teeth in the kitchen sink because for some reason that water's working, just the water in our kind of ensuite is not working. So that's a bit of an issue. So I do have greasy hair today. I do need to shower. I also need to shave and do that whole thing. So hopefully we get water by the end of the day so I can do that today, because otherwise I'm going to start to get stinky and greasy and hairy, which is not fun for anybody. But anyway, the plan today is to go to a couple of things. So the first thing is a library. I think it's free on Sundays. The second thing is obviously to get some food because I'm actually hungry already and it's still quite early. And then the third thing is to go to the museum. So the museum is free today, so I think I'm going to pop in. I think Jeremy's going to stay in the cafe and read his Kindle or something like that. It's annoying because I kind of feel safe here, but then yesterday there was an incident, nothing happened, but just like Jeremy had walked down the street like not even 100 meters in front of me, like he was still pretty close. And I was just kind of taking photographs and some guy got quite close to me, was like being just really gross and weird. And I sort of ran across the road and ran back to Jeremy because I was like, oh my God, don't leave me. So like literally I'm with Jeremy all the time, and then I was not with him for like a minute and some guy was being weird with me. So I don't feel 100% safe to like walk around on my own, which is such a shame because I would love to. I'd love to kind of have a day trip where I'm like, okay, let's go to museums and art galleries and do that whole thing, but I just don't feel it 100%. So Jeremy's gonna sit in the cafe and I'll try and kind of run around the museum, as quick as possible to see the best things, not miss out, but also not keep Jeremy waiting. So that's the situation today. I think first thing might be food because I am getting hungry, or the library, we'll see. Anyway, let's get going. Okay guys, so a lot of the restaurants that we had pinned on Google are closed today because it's a Sunday, or they open at 1 PM and we are already starving. So I think we're going to go to one of the touristy spots on the square next to the cathedral here, just because we're hungry and we kind of need to eat. So we've decided we're going to go to Don Pastor, which is basically the touristy taco place on the main square, and get some food here. Guys, I'm going to put you on wide angle. They've got a train like in the restaurant, so you can, yeah, go on, so you can eat in the train. That's so funny. Anyway, this is the rest of the restaurant, just to give you a quick little view. And then out this way is the cathedral. Put you on wide angle again so you can see the whole thing. So yeah, we're going to have a bit of a touristy lunch today. Okay guys, this is so fun. We're basically on a train. We've got our own little table, but it's as if you're on a train. This is fun. This is fun, guys. I'm like a child. Yeah. So we've been given some limes. We've also been given 6 sauces. So I don't know if this is a bit like a, anyway, we've got 6 sauces and some limes, and then you get given a menu like this. So it's just a paper thing, and you just got to tick off like how many you want of all the different things you want Arabes. Okay, so the menu is, the writing is tiny. So we've ordered 1 small guacamole, we've ordered 3 of the taco Arab, 1 taco oriental, 1 semita Arab, and then 1 semita Arab con queso, and then also 1 Jamaica, or Jamaica, I think it's called. So yeah, we're going to start with that and I'll let you know if we order more.
Oh, yeah. Oh. My tongue is starting to go numb. Oh, it's coming. Oh. Oh. God. Sí. Gracias. Oh. Ooh, okay. Oh, that's spicy.
Hi guys, so we're in the main square, so it's noisy with water fountains, there's music going on over there. but the food was not great. We ended up actually not eating all of it, and we're going to take some and give it to a homeless person or someone who looks hungry. There's currently this going on behind me, which I'm not entirely sure what's going on, but they keep shouting, "Hey Zeus! Hey Zeus!" So there's that. Anyway, yeah, there's music going on as well, like it's like a big brass band or something. But food was not great. It was a good portion size, it was cheap, the decoration was good, but the food itself was not amazing. Right, I'm going to show you the live band scenes though. We're walking past it and it's taken over the vlog a little bit. Okay, so now that we've eaten, the next thing we're going to do is the library. It's actually got really nice decorations on the door, so I'll show you that before we go inside. So this is what the door looks like. I think there's some sort of event going on. There's music again. There's lots of people selling things here, and this woman is selling earrings and jewellery that she's making herself, so I decided to buy these. Is it topaz in the middle, she said?
Turquoise.
Turquoise in the middle. And she's got really beautiful things. So this is her information. Okay guys, so downstairs where the music is, there's also people selling their handmade things, and there's a woman selling these earrings and jewellery. I'm not sure if you would have heard me because of the music, but these were 130 pesos, which is about €6, something like that. This is a turquoise in the middle, and then it's made from rattan that she was sewing there and then. Obviously these ones she'd finished, but she was doing other ones. Yeah, I really like them. I think they're really cute, so I decided to buy them, and she was so nice and so gracious. She was just like, "Oh, thank you so much." I wanted to take a photo of me, so I took a picture of us two together, so I'm going to pop it here. But she was so nice, and it just feels so good to buy from local artists and like women especially, to help them out, and just especially buying such a beautiful thing like this. I think they're so lovely. I'm really, really happy about that. We're now come into the library. As you can see, all the books behind me, it's really, really beautiful. It's actually such a big library. So many old books here, but it's really, really cool. But yeah, I wanted to show off my earrings because I'm now an earrings girly and I love them. I think they're so cute. So we're walking around, obviously looking at all the books, and I've just realised the floor is all of these tiles that we've been looking at this whole, past couple of days we've been here. And you can tell some of them are obviously a little bit newer, like that one probably. This one here looks quite new as well, with a swallow or a bird on it. And then some of them are really, really old, and they're all different. I mean, some of them are similar, like these three and that one are obviously the same. But yeah, it's really cool to see the floor like this. Look how cute my earrings are. I hope you could hear me now when I was talking about them when I was in the library. Anyway, we've got a call at 3 o'clock with some of our friends. It's 1:25, so we've got an hour and a half, and I'm going to go and run around the museum because it's free today, and I could come back after the call because I think it's open until 6, so I'll probably talk to them until 4, but I thought, you know what, we've got an hour and a half now, so I'll quickly run around and see anything that kind of interests me. I'll show you as much as I can if I'm allowed to film in there, I'll let you know. But yeah, that was so good. I was just saying to Jeremy that I absolutely love Mexico because like culture is like thrown at you whether you like it or not. They will throw culture at you, which I really, really love. The music was so good. He got people like clapping and singing, and it was just like, gave me all the good vibes. I got like goosebumps, and I nearly cried at the end when everyone was like applauding and gave them flowers and things. And I feel like in a lot of the world, like in Europe, you have to pay maybe €50 or something to see something like that. Whereas here it's just for free in the library on a Sunday afternoon. Like, it's just amazing. And I think there's things going on all day as well, so maybe we'll pop back later on, I don't know, we'll see. Anyway, now heading to the museum, so I'll let you know how we get on when we're in there. Hi guys, so I'm just going to pop in here and talk to you about the museum that I went to. It's called Museo Amparo and I took hundreds of photographs. I'm going to pop some on screen so you can see while I'm talking about the museum. But it was really lovely. It's quite a big museum, I would say. I was in there for maybe an hour and a half, 2 hours or something like that. And I did rush around. I managed to see a lot of things. I don't know if I saw everything, but it's definitely worth visiting. So a couple of things to know. It is one of the best museums in Puebla, Mexico, definitely worth going to. It opened in 1991 and it's housed in 2 restored colonial era buildings which have been renovated and they look brilliant. So it's nice to be walking around a really old building but also seeing kind of all the history and things inside as well. There's a couple of different collections you can go and see, including the pre-Columbian collection which has artifacts from the Olmec, Maya and the Aztec cultures. There is colonial art including religious paintings, sculptures, decorative arts from the 16th to the 19th centuries. There's also works from notable Mexican artists reflecting social and political changes, and there is also contemporary art, so they have temporary exhibitions featuring modern Mexican and international artists. So it's well worth going to see some old history but also some more recent stuff as well. It is a great museum for lots of other different reasons as well. They have some really nice facilities and services. So they have a cafe and restaurant on the rooftop, which actually has fantastic views over Puebla's historic centre. Well worth going up there for a look around, take some pictures. It'd actually be quite a nice place to go and work or have a meeting or see a friend, something like that. Sit and have a drink in the cafe because it's really lovely up there. They have a library and research centre which has an extensive collection of resources on Mexican art and history. There are educational programmes such as workshops, lectures and guided tours, and it's also really great for accessibility in terms of ramps and elevators for people with disabilities. It is open on Tuesday to Sunday, 10 AM till 6 PM. It's closed on Mondays and it's free to everybody on Sundays. You are allowed to take photographs and videos in most areas. I would say to check with staff if there are temporary exhibitions and things like that, if it's a little bit different. But generally you should be allowed to photograph and video in there. And I honestly really enjoyed it. So I hope you've enjoyed this little bit of a breakdown and enjoyed some of the photographs. Let's get back to the vlog. Good morning guys. I didn't vlog yesterday because we ended up doing lots of work in the morning. Jeremy had lots of work calls and then we thought, okay, we'll walk around town and look at some of the churches and some of the things. I ended up walking around and a lot of it was closed. I think yesterday was actually bank holiday, so a lot of the things we wanted to go and see were closed. So instead we went to Starbucks and got a drink, and we went to a churros place and got some churros, went back home and spent a couple of hours working. So it was a real work day yesterday. But today is Tuesday and we are going up some cable cars up a hill, have a walk around and we'll see. I think Jeremy's found it on like some blog post or something, so hopefully it should be good fun. So I'm going to bring you along. We have just dropped our laundry off at this place, Don Lavando, so we get that tonight at 6 PM, which is great. And I think the Uber is just pulling up, so I need to go. Okay guys, so we arrived at the cable car at 10 AM, got there and it opens at 10:30. So what we've decided to do instead is to walk through the park and make our way up to the top and then just get the cable car back down again. But so far it's a really cute park with people walking their dogs, people having a morning stroll and sitting down and things like that. There seems to be a couple of artwork pieces. There are some like cubes over here. There's like a big flag in front of me. So I'll show you around while we're here. But yeah, if you want to get the cable car, it opens at 10:30 AM. So this is the flag sculpture. It's absolutely huge. really big. It's really cool. So this is the cube design thing I was telling you about. It's just like hidden in the middle of the forest. It's got these holes through it. It's actually quite big again. These are taller than me, I would say. So I was just walking next to Loreto Fort Museum. I think apparently there's 2 forts on this, like in this part of Puebla. I don't think we're going to go in just because I think we're going to do a lot today anyway without also walking around a museum. I don't know if it's free or paid, but it looks quite cool. And then I think this way you get good views of the city. So we have made it to one of the viewpoints. There's a shop actually there. This is a little snack shop, and then there's a cafe there. But this is the Puebla sign with Puebla in the background, which is really cool. You can see some of the like tops of the churches, the domes and things. There's a lot of them, but I think that's a really nice view. You can sort of see some of the mountains in the background, but not really. And then this side, there's some sort of stadium, but it's a really nice little like walkway path area. So I think I'm going to get some snaps here and then we'll carry on. So I just want to give you a quick look at each of the letters. So the first one is about apples and the local people. Second one I guess is about the food and the textiles. Third one is about the clock. I don't know why that is, it looks like a garden clock thing. Next one is about the mosaics and the city. Next one is about all the churches. And then the last one, I guess that's about like four-wheel drive things. We've not seen that, but yeah, really cool. Okay, and then this is the lake that you can also visit. I don't think we're going to go now, but maybe later on. But it's a really lovely view of the city from here. So apparently this is an Olympic stadium, but we think it must have been from, you know, years and years and years ago because it's tiny compared to the stadiums they build these days. But still enjoying the view. I think I'm going to get a little snap here at this corner with the view behind me because I think that'll be quite nice. Okay, so there is a museum, and then there's also this really cool area with a pyramid. That's also where the sky cab thing, whatever it's called, cable car goes. And then there's this water in front, so you get some really nice reflections. So the pyramid is apparently a planetarium. Jeremy's looked online and read reviews. Apparently it's rubbish, although one person said it's the best thing they've ever seen. So not sure what to do with that information, but we're not going to go in. Anyway, that's where you get the cable car at the end. There's this big long road. We're currently walking up this way. There's no shade, so I'm getting hot AF. So here there is a monument for the Cinco de Mayo battle and for the people who fought. Okay, and there is a third Puebla sign. I don't think I showed you the second one on the vlog. I kind of thought, oh, I've already seen one, I don't need to talk about it, but the fact that there's three is quite amazing. Something Mexicans love is having a sign with a name on it that's painted. The only places we didn't see this was in Oaxaca and San Cristóbal, but otherwise all the other places have the name letters like this. So as you can see, it's really, really quiet. There's like 2 cars on the road down there, but otherwise not many people here, but there is lots of viewpoints and places to sit. So I think if you wanted to come and bring a picnic or some snacks, something like that. I also think it'd be nice at sunset because you'd miss the midday heat like we've got now. It's currently like 11 AM and it's getting hot, but there are some really nice places where you could sit and enjoy the sunset. And like I said, it's 5 to 11 and I am so hot. Like, I have put sun cream on, not on my arms, so I brought my white shirt with me. I don't feel like I'm burning, but it's just so warm. And usually in the mornings I can like do yoga, I can go for a walk, get some work done and have lunch at 2 PM and be absolutely fine. Today I'm like, oh my god, I have zero energy, I need to eat something. So I think I'm going to try and find like a chocolate bar, a packet of crisps, something just to keep me going until we get back into town later on for lunch, because I'm feeling a bit like shaky and not great. But anyway, I think there's only 1 or 2 more things to see, so I think it's going to be quite a quick visit today, which is probably a good thing considering how I'm feeling. Okay, so this is the second fort that I was telling you about earlier. Again, we're not going to bother visiting. And just an FYI, we did find a little vending machine and I got some of these. These are Gabi Tartas Luxury and I got the chocolate flavour and they're actually really good. I wasn't too excited about getting them, but they are delicious, so I would recommend. I think they also do like fruity flavours. I think there was a fig and maybe a peach, things like that. So I think I'll be getting these in the future. They're really, really nice. Okay, so I can't be bothered to go back and get a video of the second Puebla sign that I said I saw, but I did take a photograph when I was there, so I'm going to pop that on screen, but it was somewhere behind me. But we are now going to get on the cable car and make our way back to the other side and then get an Uber into town from there. Guys, there's a 4th Puebla sign. So if you ever need some Puebla signs in your life, come here and you can see 4 of them all in one day. Okay guys, so we went in the entrance this way, it was closed, so we walked all the way around, that's when we saw the Puebla sign. Went in the exit because there was a woman stood there and we were like, hi, she was like, no, and we were like, oh, but can we go in? No, it's closed. Why is it closed? Because it's closed. So we don't know if you can only get tickets from the bottom and like come up and down in one go, because Jeremy says he's seen it moving. I haven't, but so I wonder if you need to do it back and forth in one and you can't just get on here and go down, or if it's just closed and not working, not on, because there's not enough people, because like I said, it's dead here. I don't know. A bit frustrating though, because we came all this way to do that, and that's the one thing we're not going to be able to do. Okay, so actually we're just going to get an Uber home again because we're both hungry. We're going to go to La Zanahoria, which is an all-you-can-eat sushi place. Not sushi place, oh my god, not at all. I wish it was. It's an all-you-can-eat vegetarian food, so it's lots of veggies and things, which I think would be really nice. We're both hungry, so we're just going to go straight there, get some food, and then either have a look around town or just get a drink and go home and work. Because like I said a few times, I'm not feeling myself today, I'm not feeling great. But the last thing I forgot to mention that is here is a Disney immersive animation experience. I don't think I mentioned that earlier. Apparently it's rubbish. One of the reviews it was something like said it was a joke and it was rubbish and it was empty. So we're not doing that either. So it's been nice to come out and see a different part of town and to get the views over the city. But we didn't do the cable car. We obviously didn't do any of the museums. We didn't do the Disney thing. Like, we didn't do any of the forts. So we've kind of had a walk around. I think it's, what time is it now, sorry? So it's currently 11:30. We got here at 10, so we've been about an hour and a half here. And bear in mind, we've not gone in anything or done anything. So not a waste of time, but just not really what we were expecting, I think. Anyway, waiting for the Uber now, so I'll probably chat to you later on. Okay guys, so we got a taxi to La Zanahoria, like I said we were going to do, which is the vegetarian/vegan place, buffet all you can eat. We actually went over the weekend and we saw that it was like 200 per person, whereas during the week it's 150, so I thought, right, we'll go back another day during the week and get it for 150. Went back today and she said that they don't do buffets during the week, it's only on the weekend, so I don't know what their signage is all about because it's really confusing, so we're not doing that. And instead we're going to walk to a restaurant called Las Ranas, I think it's called. It's only like a 5-10 minute walk away, and I think a block away from that there's a church that Jeremy wants to go and see that apparently is worth seeing. So we're going to go and do that instead. So yeah, we're not going to La Zanahoria, which is a bit of a shame, but I think it's a little bit misleading what they've said. And it's actually something we were saying about Puebla, is that we really like it here, but a lot of the Google Maps things say like something is open when actually it's closed, or it opens at 12 but actually opens at 2. So like a lot of the Google like hours and not recommendations, the like hours and the information I guess is just not really correct. So you can't really trust Google too much. You just kind of got to play it by ear and go and see, and then probably change your plans anyway. So we're going to be walking through the main plaza, the main square, and I think the restaurant is basically that way and then like 1 or 2 blocks back. But it's lovely here. It's a really, really pretty town. So I've come to the church Santo Domingo, and it seems to be closed. Like all the gates seem to be closed. Okay guys, it's open. Apparently, I was going to say, the Pope said that this should be the 8th wonder of the world because apparently it's stunning on the inside. So I'm so glad it's open. So this is the main church that the Pope said should be an extra wonder of the world. But Jeremy just told me there's a chapel that apparently you have to pay for, but apparently it's incredible. But that ceiling is so, so beautiful. Okay, this is beautiful, especially the ceiling. It's so pretty. Okay, so that was definitely worth going to. From someone who loves churches anyway, it was pretty spectacular. Lots of gold, lots of decorations, very, very beautiful. We're now going to go to Las Ranas for some lunch, if it's open, fingers crossed. It's meant to be a really good kind of taco place, like a basic taco place, but good meat kind of thing. So we'll see. I'll give you my verdict because I'm kind of getting bored of tacos, I'll be honest. Okay, so this is where we're going to try for lunch. El Patio y Las Ranas. There's the meat, and let's see what it's like. Hi guys, so last time I spoke to you was actually yesterday at lunch. I couldn't talk to you because it was so loud, like the fire thing was so loud, but the food was fine. It wasn't like the best food I've ever had, but it wasn't bad for tacos. We ended up going home, got a Starbucks on the way home, and did some work yesterday. This morning we've also been on work calls and getting some stuff done. It's currently about 2 p.m. and we are heading to Uriarte Talavera. Oh my god, I'm so bad. I'm going to pop it on the screen. But it's basically a workshop here in Puebla. that specialises in the Talavera ceramics ware, and apparently they make everything here on site, like in the workshop, which doesn't happen a lot. So it's meant to be around here somewhere, so I'm going to check Google Maps. But I'll show you around when we get there. Okay, so this is the place. It's got all the tiles on the outside and it's got some tiles on the inside, so let's have a look. I'm not sure if I have to pay or not, I hope not. Okay, so this is the entranceway. Jeremy's going to sit here, but it was founded in 1824. He's going to sit and read his Kindle because he's really not that bothered. And I've just asked and I am allowed to film, so I'll be able to show you a little bit in here. Obviously I won't show you every single item, but I really like these ones. I think the blue ones are a little bit too much sometimes, but these are really pretty. So that's, wow, 916. It was about 150 in the shop, the other one I went to last time. For a ball it was about 150, something like that, so it's literally 7-8 times the price. I guess that's what happens when you get tourists going to places, or maybe the quality is different, I'm not sure. Oh, we've got some jewellery as well. I've been seeing these everywhere, but I haven't found any that I particularly loved. There's some nice little pieces there. So here's some of the other pots and designs and things they have. It's really, really pretty. Here's some more designs. So I read in the Lonely Planet guide, if you come here in the mornings, I think Monday to Friday from like 9 or 10 AM till 1 PM, you can get a free guided tour and it shows you the whole like 2-month process of making these pots. We've not had time because we've had calls in the morning, and then the morning that we did have free, we went obviously yesterday to the cable cars that ended up not working. So we've missed out on the opportunity of like getting a full tour. So I'll be able to show you around, but I don't know any of the history, any of the making process, things like that. So try and get here for a morning during the week if you can for the tour. Apparently I've read online it's really, really good and well worth doing. So I do wonder if this used to be someone's house or if it still is, or if they just keep it here for show. But it looks like this was a kitchen with log burning stoves there. And then through here is like a whole kitchen setup. Oh my goodness, with so much tile on the wall. It feels like I'm at a tile shop, about to pick out some bathroom tiles. There's so many different designs and colours and things like that. Wow, it's amazing. So I'm personally not the biggest fan of blue. I'm more of like a yellows, oranges, pinks kind of gal. But I think it's interesting with this one in particular, you can see the differences. So that one's a little bit pinkier. This one, the yellow's a little bit different, the green's definitely different. The shapes are not all uniform, like they're all slightly different. That one's got a bit of like texture in it, whereas that one's a soft, like a lighter green. So even though this is a production company that's been going for whatever it was, 1840 something, there are, you know, it's still handmade. Like that one, that one and that one are so different. They're so big compared to these two. And like the shapes and even the colour blue is so different. So it's really interesting to see actually handmade designs. And again, here you can see the greens are a little bit darker, a little bit lighter. I think that's the difference with buying handmade things, is that it's not always perfect. And I don't know if maybe with my kind of ADHD, OCD tendencies, if that would drive me bananas and I would need to get something that matched up perfectly from like a production thing, versus it all being like that, not matching up, is driving me a little bit bananas. I could not live with that one, for example. But that one's not bad. That one's less obvious that it's so different. I mean, that one's a little bit lighter. But yeah, it's really interesting to see how like different they all are in terms of the style and design, but also just how like they vary so much based on the paint, I guess, like the glazes that they're using. So yeah, I thought I'd show you that, some of the differences you can see here. So there's a couple more here I want to show you. That is so bad. I mean, it's not bad, I feel really bad saying that, but that would drive me bananas, the fact that it doesn't match up. Because obviously it's just drawn like freehand. Oh my God, look at that. It's just drawn, so if it doesn't match up, tough shit. And then this one looks like it's a complete different colour. It's like brown and then yellow and then brown in the middle. So I'm not sure if that's a default or if they've put them up to show the different glaze variations, but I really don't think it's that. These ones, they're all different. Like I don't mind that one because they're all different, but they're all mixed up. That looks fine. I think it's an issue when you get mostly the same and there's a couple that stand out. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'm being a bit picky, but I like this one as well. That was nice. Okay, so I've come into another room and there's a section here with sofas and chairs and things and a TV playing, so I guess that's information. That's where they bring people to talk them through what's going on. But there's a whole showroom here full of ceramics, so I'll show you as much as I can. That is one heck of a cabinet. That's amazing. These are pretty though. I like it, it's got a bit of colour on it where it's not just blue, like that one's quite pretty as well. So there are steps here that lead all the way up, and there's a huge, well, just a big window basically with the, the Mexican papers, and it's really pretty, but I can't go up there, it's cornered off, but I guess that's where they actually make the things, and there must be more showrooms and things like that up there. So it's a bit of a shame that I can't go and see it for myself, but that's fine. Okay guys, so I enjoyed it there, but I do think that the tour would be way better. We're now going to head to an ex-convent and 2 churches. And then I think there's one more like courtyard thing I want to go to. Yeah, a couple more things to see today and I'll show you when we get there. Okay, so I said yesterday, the day before that we went out exploring but everything was closed. One of those things is called Church of San Cristóbal. So I've come here today hoping that it's open today. Fingers crossed I'll be able to show you the inside this time. But this is the street, it's down Calais 6 or Avenue 6. I think it might be Avenue 6 actually. It's so pretty with all the different paper designs and the colourful buildings, but I think it's this one with the yellow dome that we're going in hopefully. Okay, it's open guys, so I can show you around. The ceiling looks incredible. There's a dome up there that looks also incredible, and there's no one else in here. It's nice and quiet. It's really, really pretty. Really glad we came. Okay guys, so that was nice. It was definitely worth popping in just for a 5-minute kind of have a look, get some pictures and videos. It didn't take us long. We're now going to walk to the ex-convent. I think we drove past this yesterday. Was it yesterday? We did our little day trip in the morning, so we've seen the outside. Hopefully it's open and we can see the inside as well. Okay guys, so this is the ex-convent de San Francisco de Puebla, I think it was called. It's got a tall, dark tower, just one on one side, and the rest of it is yellow and orange with tiles on the front, so it's really pretty. But there's so many kids here. I think it's a school on the right hand side, so if it gets a bit noisy or I get hit with a football over there, you know why, you know what's going on. So this one is quite a big church, even though I know it's an ex-convent, but there's like this main section which is huge, and then if you go to the end and turn left, there's like another room that I would have shown you as well. Yeah, it's a big place, definitely worth coming to if you like churches and ex-convents. I don't know what the difference is between a church and an ex-convent, to be honest, but okay, enjoyed that one. Again, it's a very quick visit. I think Jeremy's got some work to do this afternoon, so we are kind of whizzing around a little bit. There's one more church I want to see, and then one more little courtyard thing. But we did just walk past the church here. I think it's called Dolores Church, which looks really cute, so I might pop in there quickly as well while we're at it. And like I said at the beginning of the video, I think there's 70 churches in the old part of Puebla, so there's definitely a lot to see here if you do like churches. Okay, so this is Dolores Church. It was open when we went to the convent, it's now closed, so we're going to walk this way and go to another church which was on the list as well. This is so cute with the archways, and then this yellow building and statue and plants, and then the pink and red buildings behind. so pretty. Okay, so we've stopped here because Jeremy was craving a crepe, and they do some, so he's going to get a crepe with Nutella, and I'm going to get a paletas with lemon. Okay, so Jeremy enjoyed his crepe. He said it wasn't as good as the one I had the other day, or like the French ones, but it was pretty good, it tasted good. And I had a small lemon paletas, which is basically ice, like water and ice and flavour. It was delicious, so good, really quenched my thirst. We have now come to La Compañía, which is another church. I think this is the last one we're going to go and see today, unless we see it on the way home. But I think this is probably the last one. Okay, so this is really big and it's really beautiful. Loads of archways and lots of gold. It's really pretty. Okay guys, so again, we only popped into that one for maybe 5 minutes maximum. Just kind of walked down one side, across, and then up the other side to go a couple of photographs. So me and Jeremy were just saying it's actually quite nice going in churches because they're cold, because there's loads of AC, and also they're nice and quiet, so it's nice to get away from the traffic and people and just kind of be in somewhere nice and quiet. My battery of my microphone is dying. The last thing I want to do is a place, I can't remember the name, it's like a tiles courtyard with a bit of information, so I'll either not have my mic plugged in, so the audio might be different, or I'll just film like B-roll and talk over it. But we're going to be there in about 10 minutes, so I'll chat to you when we get there. Okay, so this is the last thing I want to see today, which is El Patio de los Azulejos. Azulejos? I don't know, let's go inside. Okay guys, so the museum section is all in Spanish, so what I've done is taken some photographs. I'm going to pop them on screen here. If you read Spanish, or if you want to do Google Translate, you can pause the video and read what there is to say. I didn't even try, to be honest, to read it all because I really don't speak that much Spanish. But if you do want to know, hopefully you can find out through this information. There's one more room here I'm going to go into, and then there's a courtyard that's full of tiles which I'm going to look through as well. Okay, so thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed part 2 from Puebla. If you haven't seen part 1, you can go ahead and watch that. It's already on my YouTube channel. Otherwise, the next step is Mexico City, so that'll be the next vlog coming. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you soon. Bye!